All right, good morning, good afternoon, good night to everyone listening to this. This is our Zonymous internal AMA, December 16th, Friday, 3:11 p.m. EST my time. We're going to go over some of the stuff that we're going to be working on Q4 2022, try and get that wrapped up, and then we'll talk about a little bit of Q1, and that's about it. No, I don't want to go into too much details about the crypto market. We all know the fiasco going on with price, BNB, but we're going to focus on what we're doing and not worry about what others are doing. Because if we keep building, especially in 2023 during this crypto winter, we keep building, we keep doing what we're doing, we don't get sucked up into any nonsense, we're going to prevail. Because at the end of the day, the strong projects that are really focusing on the future technologies and emerging and trying to actually have an interest in why you want to be a part of our ecosystem and why ZA is a good investment is going to take us so much further than anything else. So we're going to show actual demonstrations, demos. I might hop off video and actually show you all my screen. And we're going to be going over what the Fiat on-ramp looks like. We're going to be going over what the cross-chain looks like. And best of all, the mobile top-ups as well. And pretty much, I can only show you all the demos. I wish the cross-chain was finished, but I have been told that the cross-chain will be done at the beginning of next week as well. So let me find these folders. No. Daddy's buying a new car. Yeah, boy. That's awesome. So I'm going to pull this up. Here we go. And I'm going to share my screen as well. Just give me a thumbs up if you all see my screen.
Nope.
Nope. No, not yet. Not yet. That's awesome. So we're going to go over the exact designs and everything with each other. So this is our actual front end that we get shown. I love like showing you all exactly what I see as part of the project. I think that's really cool. So again, you all should be able to see my screen right now. Perfect. If anything, I can take it off me real quick and then I'll hop back on. So you all, this is the main screen. So right now we have the buy gift card button, buy ZA. And in my idea, I'm going to be adding the swap function right here, the fiat on ramp underneath buy ZA, and then the mobile top ups under buy gift cards. Because in my opinion, if you on ramp with a debit card, you buy the token. Once you get BNB, you can just click the buy ZA button, which shows BNB to then the ZA pair. It really is as simple as that. No more having to use an exchange. You go to the website. The original idea was not only can you buy our cryptocurrency with BNB, you can also buy gift cards and spend your cryptocurrency. But now what we're adding before the new 2023 year actually starts, we're going to be having the on-ramp so you can go to the website, never have to use an exchange again. We know that the drama that's been going on, people are looking for non-custodial ways to put their money into cryptocurrency. Now you don't have to use an exchange. Now you don't have to use an exchange for even selling or liquidating your crypto. You go to the website, you click the fiat on-ramp button. We're going to start with this one. This is not in order on how they're going to be released. I'm just going to be going right from left so you all can actually see what we've built so far as an interactive module. So under the buy ZA button, you click on fiat on ramp. Users will be able to do their currency. Let's say that they want to put in the amount that they want. They put in their card number. Right now, this is all test. Tell me what you all think of the gold accent with the back of the kind of like shooting stars. I really like it. I love the touch of gold on everything. I'm a very firm like believer in kind of neutral colors. I like just gray, black, and white. That might sound very bland. So I'm okay with like the navy blue and gold, and that's it. I don't really like too much gradiency, but this is what users will see whenever they click on ramp. They'll click that, and then they'll be taken to the page to where they can just implement. It's not even just your debit card either. Remember, we have 76 different currencies that you'll be able to purchase cryptocurrency with straight from the platform. You can do that via your own Apple Pay, Google Pay, your debit card, or even a bank transfer. I think that's amazing. Again, I love the idea of not having to use an exchange and still kind of integrate the physical world into Web3 somehow as fast as possible and as simple as possible. So we're also going to be adding, you can see the sell button as well. You not only will you be able to buy cryptocurrency, but you'll actually have the opportunity to sell as well, which I think is such an interesting concept because yes, you can liquidate through our website via gift cards, but now we give you a non-custodial way. Remember, we're not an exchange. We don't have to operate an exchange. We don't have to do the whole CDD, which is customer due diligence. You can go on the website. Let's say you want to take some of your profits out. You can now click the sell button. I'll tell you the currencies that operate for the sell module. It's only Euro and GBP. I'm going to try my best to add others as well. We are using a third party for this service, but again, the more volume we have an influence in how they operate. If we have a whole bunch of people using or asking for, let's say, Australian dollar or even US dollar, we can figure out a way to finally integrate that. So not only can you buy cryptocurrency through the platform via debit card, through your bank transfer, Google Pay, Apple Pay, you can also sell your tokens as well in a non-custodial fashion. You can just connect your wallet, take your BNB, BTC, and then sell through the platform and then receive a bank transfer. I love the idea of it. I really do. It's kind of what we're about, which is finally integrating something that's digital in your wallet to cash that's in your hands. That's something that's tangible. Love the concept. So that's the Fiat on-ramp so far. I don't think I missed anything. I do love the gold accent with the navy blue and I guess a little bit of gradiency, but that's something that we're going to be adding on the platform, and something, believe it or not, which we're trying to integrate right now is actually adding ZA. So you don't even have to press the buy ZA button. When you click Fiat on-ramp, you can actually take your 76 different currencies, your options, and then directly buy ZA by just a couple steps of a button, be that through your debit card or bank transfer. Again, in order for crypto to grow, I always say this, it has to be integrated in our everyday lives. It has to be able to be simply bought, simply spent, and simply sold. It has to be intertwined in our economies. And this exactly does that. Even though obviously the sells, if we do add that module in, we don't want people to sell, right? We want people to buy. And if they do sell, we don't want them to just liquidate. But it's still the idea that it's accessible for multiple people around the world. One of the biggest problems that people in crypto have that I speak to personally, they always say, well, with cryptocurrency, with ZA specifically, in order to buy it, I have to have BNB. So I have to be able to buy my tokens from BNB on the exchange, move from the exchange to the wallet. It's kind of the opposite of what we've been talking about, which is, well, how do I take my cryptocurrency and then use it in the physical world? This kind of gives us the best of both worlds. It gives us everything. Not only is ZA a platform that you can take your decentralized tokens and integrate them in a decentralized way, even though this is technically not decentralized, you can still take your fiat money. I guess you can even call it Web 2.0 if you want to incorporate a debit card. You can take your Web 2.0 and then bridge it to your Web 3, again, all within minutes. So the simplicity of adding your hard-earned cash to something that's digital that you can then send miles away. Again, I love the concept of adding the physical world with the digital world. That's all what ZA is about, and it's what our project inhibits. So that's a real quick rundown on the Fiat on-ramp. Leave me some comments in the chat. Tell me what you all think of it. Do you all think it's smooth? You all like it? Just tell me. I know there's not that many people in here, but I would love to hear your all's advice. Again, everything is interactive. I care about what my community thinks. If they don't like a certain color, if they don't like this, please let me know. I'm always adaptable. I love adapting to make anything better. I'm not stringent when it comes to business. I'm all about flexibility. So under the buy gift cards and buy ZA, we have the swap button. So this is what our cross chain will look like. I've already integrated pictures of it, teasers, all of that in our actual announcement channel. I kind of show off the BNB ZA. So users will be able to take their cryptos in 6 different blockchains. We're going to have TRX. By the way, this is all going to be done before 2023 starts. That's the main goal. How do we get this all finished before the new year? Because we're adding a lot of exciting features. And even if we add 2 out of 3, I'm still happy. But anyway, I'm pushing to get everything done so we can really show the world and show the ecosystem how much work we're actually putting into this project, even post-launch, with only being not even a month old. So the swap, instead of adding your debit card, now instead of using an exchange to swap your Tron or swap your USDT, now we can take 6 different blockchains. It's going to be TRX, Ethereum, BSC, Polygon, Avalanche, and Phantom. We can add other blockchains as well. It just, when we add other ones, it gets really complicated. But those are the only 6 blockchains that are truly fluent with each other and fluent with the ZA token. I could have added other ones. We had options to add like 10 other ones. The only issue was I want to make this very specific and oriented to the ZA token. Obviously, it's a ZA platform. The people that I want using the swap, I would love if they bridge their other cryptos to ZA. So that's the reason why we didn't integrate the full entire package. But I only wanted to do specific blockchains that you can go in and out using ZA. And I love the idea of TRX. I can take my USDT, TRC20, bridge it straight to ZA without ever having to use a centralized exchange. So that's what we're going to be integrating as well before 2023 is over. That will actually, it was supposed to be done the end of this week or the beginning of next week. My goal is obviously now the beginning of next week. So I'll update everyone Monday or Tuesday on exactly the swap, and I cannot wait to test it out. I wish you all understood how many times I've needed a swap because I've had my tokens and I'm like, damn, I want to be able to bridge them. I don't want to have to use a centralized exchange. I love the idea of making everything as simple as possible. I type in a couple wallet addresses, I press the confirm button, and it does it for me all manually through smart contracts. That, again, I'm all about simplicity. I love the idea of it. So that's the swap that we're going to be talking about. And then here's mobile top-ups. This, I don't know if it's going to let me. Okay, it's not. But pretty much, I've tried this out myself, and I've implemented my own phone number. And to be honest with you, it popped up my exact carrier. I was very shocked. I was like, how in the world does this know exactly which carrier I use? But it really is as simple as that. You go to the top up button, you just type in your number, and we have, I think, hundreds to thousands of different carriers that you can top up your phone. The only issue with it, and this is the only thing that I don't like, but it's the reality, is that you can see at the very bottom in the gold accent, it says prepaid only, not postpaid. So if you have a postpaid account where you pay a bill constantly, this isn't a module for you. I wish I'm going to figure out a way to integrate postpaid, but right now I know a lot of areas that we're lacking, specifically in Africa. Prepaid phones are a very big deal. Especially in Asia and South America, even Central America as well. It's more of developing nations like US, Europe, Canada, even Australia, and some places in Europe and United Kingdom, Asia, that use postpaid systems, but prepaid phones are a really big deal. So we want to give the people that are kind of lacking the experience and the use case through our platform and give them utility as well. It's really trying to figure out a way, how do we accompany every single company, or not, how do we accompany every single person on our platform, no matter where they are in the world? Because that's the idea, is that you can have cryptocurrency and be able to use it limitless. Be that top up your phone, be that the utility bills, the cross chains, the swaps, the on-ramps, the gift cards, everything you want to do with your cryptocurrency in a non-custodial fashion, you'll be able to do through the Zonymous platform. So I love the mobile top-up feature. Again, drop me some comments in the inbox or in the Telegram group and really explain to me what you all think of it. Do you all like it? You all like how it looks? Tell me on what should we improve on, and we'll go over. I don't know what the other modules are, but that's about everything so far that we have worked out. You can see the UI, you can see the front end has been built, and we're getting ready to really work on the back end and integrate stuff. But I love showing you all the actual work. I love showing you all the progress and showing what I see. This is what I see whenever I talk to my developers. I give them a task. By the way, they are like my family. I will say this. I hope they see this. I love them. I really do. They work very hard on the project. And we wouldn't be here without them. So again, if they are listening to this ever, shout out to them completely. Bilal, you're awesome. I hope Bilal sees that. Anyway, mobile top-ups, this is the gold accent. This is the feature. User type in their phone, and the chains that we're going to be having right now, you see Bitcoin, but it's going to be every token that we have listed on our platform. So users that believe in, let's say, Sol Token, believe in gems, believe in our partnership tokens, and really even 8-Bit whenever they launch in January, we want to give those holders physical utility so they can live off of that crypto. That's the idea, is to take that digital token that has value and then give it pretty much expenditure in the physical world, in the real world. It's exactly what Zonimus is about. So here's the mobile top up. Here's the gold accent. This is what you're going to be seeing. And that is everything. By the way, this spacing, I don't like it. I will show you what I actually want in regards to the spacing. So give me time. I'm going to switch over to myself. Well, actually, let's go over everything that they showed me. Swap, mobile top up, the sell. This is for the, okay, that's the on-ramp as well. So once you do the actual transaction, you click buy now, you pay with your debit card, you then get a successful buy. That's what we're going to automate as the message. So there's a lot being done. I'm going to move it back over to me. We're going to have some discussions. We're going to talk about everything. Hop off mic. Tell me what you think. Even if it's Mono, Harmony, Miss Kryptonite, it doesn't matter. Tell me what you think of the UI, of the actual updates. Do you like how they look? Let me hear.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic, man. So can you go back to the cross-chain swap?
You want me to go back to it?
Yep.
Of course.
Thank you.
You can see my screen again, right?
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah, true. It is really nice.
Yeah, the only thing I have to say is I wish that the outside of it just had like a little bit like more flair. But again, I like neutral colors. I'm all about the gold accent with just the navy blue. If it was my world, I'd probably but obviously, some decisions, it comes to an agreement of a team, but I'm all cool with like the straight up just navy blue background, gold accents. That's it. But the stars kind of looks cool. It looks all spacey themed. So it's fine. But you can see when we click on BNB, you can see the 6 other chains as well. The Ethereum, Polygon, Binance, Avalanche, Phantom, and Tron. You'll be able to see ZA right there. And let's say you want to have your ZA. Well, right now the module isn't built out too much. Again, this is all just front end UI design at first. You have the slippage tolerance, what address is going to receive, all the transaction details. Everything's going to be as clean as possible in regards to the cross-chain swap. So let me show you a little bit on the actual front end because I don't like this spacing at all. To me, this looks very cluttered. So I'm going to show you all what I actually want. So I'm going to take it off of, my hair is a little crazy right now, but we're going to go over to what I sent in for the actual design on what I like, because I think this spacing just looks a lot better, honestly, like a lot better. I'm going to make announcements as well. Why not Kronos Network? So why would postpaid want to top up? Completely agree. That's actually so funny. It's more about, well, I just wanted to add like a phone bill payment. Like you could go in, pay your postpaid. At first, that's a really good question. Why would postpaid want to top up? I have no idea. It's a postpaid. But I really wanted, the problem is as well, is we have to mention that because other people will actually use it thinking that it's for postpaid. So that's why we wrote prepaid only, not postpaid. But I completely agree. A lot of people might go to it and be like, oh, I can pay my phone bill. Type in their provider. It shows up just how my provider would show up with my number. I press the pay and then it rejects. And I'm like, why did it reject? But that's the reason it rejected, is because it's only built specific for prepaid systems. So this is actually what I chose to do on the website. I wanted to have more spacing. I like the idea of cleaning it up a little bit. I think right now it looks very cluttered, but once we fix that, I mean, again, the UI looks really well. The top-ups look really good. Yeah, I mean, Mono, it looks so much sleeker, so much cleaner having it like evenly spaced out like that. The fact that they even send it to me like that with cluttered is kind of making me mad. But it's all good though. It doesn't make me mad. It just, why is it cluttered? So that's everything in regards to what we're doing, how we're doing, the updates, so you all can actually see live updates. I love having community engagement. I love having the involvement. Hit me with your questions. What do you think? How do you think it looks? Let's not just have mono look. We have 6 participants, but just because we have 6 doesn't mean that we can have and engage in conversations to become better. So again, floor is all yours. I'm done discussing everything from what we're doing. I've showcased how they operate. I've showcased the blockchains, the UI designs, the front end, how it reacts. Let's hear from you all. We have Buckeye, Favorite, Harmony, Miss Crypto Night. What opinions do you all have about the platform or the add-ons or anything in that nature? And if you all had any questions, I'm going to check them as well. Oh, why not Kronos Network? So I can add Kronos. My bad, Buckeye. You want to go real quick before I?
Oh no, you're good. I was just gonna say I just pulled the website up after the new updates, and it was pretty cool how the card pops up and then the little flipping coin, and it actually does show a little bit more engagement than it used to. So that is pretty cool.
Of course. So definitely, we're just trying to be better and better. And honestly, I love the project, but there's always room for improvement. Nothing's perfect, in my honest opinion. You'll never really reach perfection in my idea. But we just continuously improving, adding on, making the platform more fun. And honestly, I have a question for you all in a second. Just let me respond to Miss Crypto Night. The reason we haven't added Kronos is because Kronos through our bridge won't go to BSC at all. I'm not even sure if it goes to TRX or if it might go to Ethereum. And I guess from Ethereum, you could go then to BSC. The idea is, how do I make it simple as possible without people having to go from another blockchain to another blockchain to then the preferred blockchain? So that's why I didn't add. I had an option to add close to 20 different blockchains, but I only just kept it those 6 because those 6 synonymously move in between with each other with just one click of a button. But again, if the community is like, hey, we want more blockchains, and you all personally want to figure out how to chain Kronos to BSC and deal with that specific module, we can always add it. It's a couple buttons added to the actual integration. That's no big deal. But that's the reason why I didn't add Kronos, is because those 6 are the ones that are fluid. Yeah, I think Kronos might only go into ETH, and then from ETH, again, it's how do we streamline the process? We want everything as simple and as user-friendly to people that aren't even crypto-oriented. They click a couple buttons, they know the very basics, and they can get to what destination they want to. Not only can they buy with their debit cards, they can spend, or they can have their other cryptos. Love the colors, so simple and doesn't distract from the uses. I agree completely. I love just the gold accent. I'm all about making everything as simple as possible, because the more simpler, even though crypto is confusing, the better, the more mass adoption, more people are willing to actually use the platform, enjoy the platform, and you get a positive feedback when stuff is laid out in a very simple way, in my idea. So that was, again, another mouthful of an AMA. I actually have a question for you all, and this is something that I don't know, and Mono, you can have your opinion as well. This is not play to earn. So ZA will never be a play to earn token. I just want to clarify that before I talk about this. What do you all think of adding, let's say, like games, like arcade games, like more functionalities to get people constantly using the site? Be that old retro games, like even a Pokemon. I love Pokemon. The idea is to get people to constantly use the platform. And I'm not going to say crypto is synonymous with gaming, but a majority of crypto users do game, in my opinion, especially the demographic that crypto is, which is that the majority at least, which is that 21 to 25 to 35 male adult is the average if you look at the actual measures. ZA is a financial tech business. I understand that the sense of professionalism should stay there and it shouldn't change from that, but I'm really trying to look for more avenues in more ways to constantly get consistent use. I want people to constantly use
it. So do users have to pay
nope.
ZA and get ZA in return? No.
Not even. It's no free. Play to earn, nothing like that. It's a free arcade. We just build functionalities for people to just play. No, like we can probably integrate it to maybe they connect their wallet. That's it. No one pays for anything. No one signs off on a transaction. No play to earns. Miss Crypto Night, I'll tell you exactly why not play to earn. Play to earn has, in my honest opinion, and again, I'm not a professor in economics or anything, but money has to come from somewhere when you do a play to earn system. And sooner or later, the more people that play, the more people that earn, that money from the actual project's token value and token itself gets technically somewhat inflated, or it depreciates. So we can't have that for ZA because of our system of the easier liquidation. It just wouldn't help out for long-term investors to actually buy it and then it actually be a very high price in the future. And that's my honest opinion with play-to-earn games. There are great play-to-earn projects, but ZA, and I'm going to be transparent with you all, ZA will never be a play-to-earn game. I'm probably never going to implement that system. The only way I would implement play-to-earn, actually, let me go back. Only way I would implement it was if I built a game and the way that they earned was from external revenue that other projects were paying to be ads on the game. So if another project, like let's say you got really big, you had 1 million users, and instead of having like YouTube ads that just randomly pop up, there's banner ads in the gameplay that showcase the project, similar to how they have like KuCoin ads. That money that people then would be paying, that external funds, then that's a revenue-based system that could go back to users for a consistent play to earn. But just giving free token, the 99.9% way that play to earns games give, it's not possible for longevity. And again, that's my opinion. It can be up for debate. You might disagree with it. That's perfectly fine. I'm looking at it from a perspective of 10 years. Even possibly 5 years. Sooner or later, when you give out and you give out and you give out, that money's coming from somewhere, be that taxes, which taxes come from people buying in and selling. Yeah. I don't want to get too much into it. I'm actually very passionate on, I have a lot of information on why play to earn games are not sustainable. And they're very hard, and the only way is by bringing external forms of revenue, similar to how ZA is, right? The way that the business model works is it takes the money that people are bringing in from their buying of other projects or their external form of fiat, and then they buy gift cards, and then we do buyback and burns. That's external revenue coming into a revenue-based system like an actual company. And that's the only way that I see longevity for a project.
Wow, that's great, Bas.
So again, floor is yours. Don't let me rant, guys. I can go on for hours. I have again the topic that we were talking about before the recording. I could probably talk about that for a full day, like morning to night. We could go into discussions. I could show you charts and give you my full. I love going into very specific stuff, especially like negotiating, talking, debating, seeing other people's perspective. But let's go past it. I'm going on another tangent. What do you all think of having a free games? Just no play to earn, nothing. Just creating a sense that people can not only swap their crypto, buy crypto, spend crypto. They can just connect a wallet. They don't earn something. They just play for fun.
Can you invest it?
I don't mind being first place in all those games too.
Definitely. So the only way that it would get revenue is external, which I guess that should be obvious. Again,
Exactly.
not ranting, just a full explanation. Games bring a lot of people into. No, agreed completely. So again, this is like completely up to debate because obviously ZA is a professional company. We are a financial tech entity. We do focus a lot on the payment side. So we do have a very standard of professionalism. That's without a doubt a So I don't want to deem us unprofessional by adding games. Obviously, I'm not going to say games are unprofessional or not professional. It's just when you mix finance in games with like banking and payments, it might lose credibility. But I do want to add some free games. I see Dave actually right now. Dave, what do you think? What do you think of ZA adding free games to the platform? No play to earns, nothing. It just creates more people, more eyes. Like I'm talking about like OG classic games that I used to play as a kid. Like I'll put on Pokemon. Honestly, I'll be on there for hours.
You put Pokemon on, and you're gonna end up giving me a bloody addiction to your site because I'll end up playing it. I went through and completed Red again about 2 years ago. Downloaded the emulator and sat there for fucking weeks, mate.
No, definitely. And I think the demographic for it is actually really good. Again, the majority of crypto, this is not like generalizing everyone, but majority might actually like the OG retro games, might bring them back like a blast to the past. And we can add more than just Pokemon. Can be paying a membership with ZA. We could do that as well, but I mean, that's completely fine. We could have an arcade where it's like a ticket, like a subscription. You pay X amount, but the problem is people that are paying for the game continuously, they're going to want something in return other than just fun. So that's where I want to step on. Like, I love the idea of it just being completely free. And then if we do add the play to earn style, we use other projects for external revenue. Let's say we have 100,000 consistent users playing Pokemon on the platform for Christ's sake, right? Let's say we have 100,000 people constantly catching Pokemon. Then let's say this is all hypothetical. We use Tournament Crypto, which is a gaming site. We host them for ads because we have people playing games, which that's their demographic is games, right? Once they implement, let's say, one BNB for X amount of impressions, whatever, we'll make numbers really easy. We just take 90%, 80% of that, give it to the people, and then we keep 20. That's a solid module and a solid business model. But again, we could do the membership route. I just don't like people paying for games that could be free. The idea is to get people on the platform as much as possible, get them constantly doing an action. And once, like, they're obviously in crypto as well. It's not just random people playing games, hopefully not at least. And once they've been playing games, let's say they want to order a pizza, bam, you go get a gift voucher with a couple buttons by just connecting the same wallet that was already connected with the Pokemon game you played. That's kind of what I want to integrate. But again, this is all discussion. This is not finalized. I'm not promising adding games. I'm not saying I am going to. I just want to give you all my perspective and then hear your all's feedback. I have a question. I'm from Nigeria and I'm aware of the fact that your cards are here. It's about prepaid. So Nigerians will be able to use prepaid, the mobile top-ups. And one issue with our Fiat on-ramp has 76 different currencies. By the way, Dave, I'm going to give you – so the Fiat on-ramp doesn't have I think the Nigerian Naira. We don't support that, but we do have 76 other currencies. I will push them to try and add more. So real quick, Dave, I'm going to give a really fast – well, actually, I'm going to end the recording where I'm going to ask some questions. Stay with us for about 5 more minutes, and I'm going to run you through the platform personally with all the add-ons that we're adding. So before I wrap up, would you all want to discuss or maybe ask a question about the adding of games? What do you all think of it? You all think it will attract more people? Do you all think it takes the credibility away from the financial side? Let me hear it in the comments. We can discuss a little bit. If not, again, it's just an idea. I'm just trying to be innovative in creating ways. No project out there on the market that is a crypto to gift card platform has an arcade built in. No crypto to gift card platform has a cross-chain swap built in. And to my knowledge, they don't even have a fiat on-ramp either. So we're really separating ourselves from everyone in every way and really kind of touching on every single market just through our platform. I'm going to close it up a little bit. You all have the discussions. Party. I agree with that, seeing that the crypto industry will grow exponentially in the coming years. What do you think of having a page on the website dedicated to information like videos showing people new to crypto exactly how to set up DeFi wallet and how to transfer, explain gas? We can do that. We can add an educational section to the website to really help people. I love that idea. Again, it's a way to get people that are very new eyes to the platform, be like, oh, it's Web3, I'm scared. But you could say, don't know Web3, watch this. They click on it on the landing page. They get all the information they need in a series of videos that we do, like a playlist on YouTube, for example. That's a good idea. I like that. Let's see what other people say. Like educational page. Yeah, I would love to add that. I already answered Harmony's question about the gift cards. So again, Harmony, the best thing that I can do for you, I'm adding 2 things. One thing that you'll be able to do is top up your prepaid phone. I'm not sure if you used a prepaid phone or a postpaid, but if you do use prepaid, you can do it through our website by just connecting a wallet. And I'm also going to be adding utility bill payments for Kenya, Nigeria, and Uganda. That module will come out in 2023. I'm going to try my best to add gift cards for you all. It's very difficult. I'm going to be honest. Every supplier, every company I've talked to has made it somewhat difficult. They don't have financial institutions in Africa. But other than that, I'm going to figure out a way for you. Let's see other questions. Everyone loves a good arcade game. Completely. I love throwback retro games. I grew up playing Pokemon and Dragon Ball Z, Mortal Kombat. Those aren't really arcade games, but I played addicting games. I'm not sure if you all played that growing up. Miniclip.com, all that fun stuff. I don't use a prepaid phone. Well, if you do, or you know someone that does, I guess bring them over to the platform if they're in crypto. We might have to go and try and get that educational section on the first or second page of Google search. Yeah, we can do that as well. We can work on some SEO and then be able to, if someone looks like how to operate DeFi or what is DeFi, Dragon Ball Z, and now we're talking, yeah, man, I spent hours, like not even hours, I would say years playing DBC, Budokai Tenkaichi, PlayStation 2, so much of it. I mean, I played every game you can imagine in regards to the DBZ. Yeah, best cartoon ever, right? So I'm going to conclude everything we've already talked about. I'm going to end the recording. If you all want to stay in the chat, I'm going to run Dave. He's one of our great, I guess, friends for Terminal Crypto. I was going to call him acquaintance, but he's not an acquaintance. He's a friend. He's one of our friends. He has his own project, Terminal Crypto. We're going to integrate his system into our system, have a partnership banner here soon. I know we've both been discussing that for a while. So I'm going to conclude this. We're going to wrap up everything. Thank you all for coming along. If you want to stay, have a nice time. Again, if you have any questions, stay anonymous. I'm going to end the recording. Dave, I'll walk you through everything. So thank you all for listening in if you all did. Ending the recording right now at 36.